we really enjoy. Our daughter started learning when she was 2 years old, and she really loves it. Our little boy, who's 7, he loves it, and all the rest of our kids have just really enjoyed it.
It is such a practical and miraculous thing for parents to have as we raise our little family, and anyone gets hurt, and we've got our first aid kit right there. He had fallen down at school, and the teacher came by, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And "I'm just fine. I'm getting better because I'm doing quantum touch on myself." He's 7.
And he looked at the teacher and says, "But you probably don't know what quantum touch is, do you, teacher?" And she looks at him and she says, "Yes, I do know what it is. I've taken a class. I know exactly what it is." That same little boy, he says, "Dad," he came into our store and he says, "Dad, I heard that you have a stomach ache. I'm going to do quantum touch on you, Dad." So he worked on me for a little bit, and then he says, "Dad, are you feeling better?" And I said, "Yeah." And he says, "Good, because I put a song into you too." Just a little bonus there. So I sprained it on a Thursday, and my little niece had a play, and so I still kind of hobbled in there, and I asked her after the play was done. I was just sitting there, and my little niece is 9 years old, and I said, "Alana, will you please just come work on me, do quantum touch?" She's like, "Well, what do I do, Uncle Len?" I said, "Well, just put your hands on my ankle, and I want you to breathe." And so she started to breathe. And then I just started asking her, "What's your favorite ice cream? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite toy? What's the favorite thing you've done with your mom and dad ever, you know?" And my ankle just started getting really hot, and it was feeling really good. And on the bottom of it, it was like it was like gel moving back and forth on the bottom of my foot. And I was just like, "Oh, this is awesome. I'm so grateful for this." She had never heard about quantum touch before, and she just, took off and did really well. But we use 3 steps. We do the sweeping, we do the breathing, and then we think about what we love most. And those are the 3 things that we use on it. It's so simple that anyone can learn. And when people will say, "Well, what do you do?" or "How can I learn?" And so I turn to them and say, "Well, can you breathe?" And they'll say, "Yeah, I can breathe." "Oh, good, you can do quantum touch and you can breathe."
Well, you can tell that it's just so practical. They're not really out of this world stories, but it just is such a part of our everyday life.
It was my mom. She said, "Oh, I'd better not come over and see you guys today because I have a cold and I don't want you to catch the cold." And kind of along the quantum touch whole theme, I thought, "Well, I'm feeling really well. Why don't you come over and catch my health?" And I've thought about that, and that's kind of the way what quantum touch is all about. Is it, and it's turned away around the other way. Instead of saying, catch my sickness, no, you're going to catch my good health.
This is the most amazing thing I've ever found. It is so natural. It uses all of who I am to I feel like I am in partnership with all that is holy and good within me, and with my Creator as well when I am doing this. And it is just a very natural modality that anyone can do, and that deserves to be part of everyone's everyday life.